hold on. I'm going over. I'm going to go over everything. Is another 1,000 black this, 10,000 black this?
No, hold on. I don't mean to break in. It's just a lady called me on the phone, said she wants some black to buy from the person if you make black 500.
Okay. All right.
We didn't understand. And you go now. You see people even say them I go get chicken and them not get. Me we get the chicken. Someone you say that to the
guy is serious up top boss. Him serious. He have a business.
Well, we're not speaking also. Remember, say we have the reserve. We have the reserve to take care of anybody when they come forward.
All right, so let us go over. This is our pledge and this is our commitment, right? We, the supporters of the Jamaica Labour Party, this has nothing to do with Andrew. It has nothing to do with anybody. Because we're here on our attack and we're here on us to read the 172 pages of the report. So this is what we're putting up because uno saying this, uno say Andrew thief and this and that. So here we go. We have $16,200 US. We have 1,500 Canadian dollars. We have 500 CIs. We have 3,000 pound plus euro mixed in one. We have 70,000 Jamaican dollars, right? We have 2 piglets and 50 goats. We have 1 personalized water cup from Chuck Finley that is in addition to his $1,000 US. We have 50 at the Stanley's cup that you're seeing on the screen right there. We have 1 triple mirror 7 drawer dresser valued at $140,000. We have 10,000. We have 11,000 blocks given away. We have 1 cow. We have 130 pound cylinders given away. We have a new wardrobe for the gentleman. We have 2 phones, an iPhone 16 and a Samsung 23 Ultra. Am I missing anything? Plus the 200 baby chickens, and that comes with 50 bags of feeding. All right? Anything else?
Samara is spending 1,000 pounds.
Another 1,000 pounds from Samara.
And remember, hold on, you can add. Okay.
Yeah, let me just make
somebody said, guys,
and that is for anyone that can come and prove to us that based on the integrity report, Andrew Wone stole money from the public purse. So add that tonight to sister.
Okay, and this is for anybody who can come and prove, say, Andrew has stolen any money from the public purse. So this is where we're at. So the pound will increase. The pound and the euro will increase to $4,000 because we just had another supporter pledge £1,000. And guys in the comment section who are commenting, we want to let you know that we are not joking around. So we're not take no foolishness. This is not a joke thing. This is serious. And I will let you know that with all that I have just mentioned, Chops Media is willing to match the tally of this of 100%. So whatever the tally is, he will match it 100%. That is where we're at. All right. So we are looking at probably a total. We're estimating it a total of $3.5 million Jamaican, and Chaps is going to match that by 100%. So you're looking at $7 million Jamaican dollars. So come up with an evidence, go and read the 172 pages report, and come tell me which part it say Andrew thief taxpayers' money. Let us know. There are some other pledges. Drop it in the comment section. Make me write it down, and so we can do a new tally a little bit after that. I think Motivation Miller wants to jump in. Somebody can lend him in box, please.
Yeah, man. Take me and make him come in.
That's
my 2018 5 Series BMW where me love. So Lexi is our known blogger as well. Lexi is saying she gave up her 2018 BMW 5 Series where she love, and it's pearl white. She says she's willing to give it up and sacrifice that. Come with no proof. All right. Lexi, you can click on Lexi page and go up on her picture is there. She is there. You can click on her page and say, oh, she named Lexi, and go look for her at Kingston. Mr. Pang is also giving $200 US. So we're at 16,400, right? Plus the BMW 2018 pearl white.
Hey, can you imagine you win that? You win a business, you win a car, you win. Come up, comrade. Every day you say you read the report. This is no chance. Every day you there, you talk. We read report, we read report. We see this in a report, we see that in a report. See no chance, yeah.
Miller, tap the box, Miller, so I can accept you. You put my 200 Tish, I'm giving 100. So we are at, and this is US dollar. So we're at 16,700.
Damien says you can add my 2017 Toyota Vaxi worth 3.5 million Jamaican dollars.
The Vaxi. Okay, Miller same soon come.
Comrade them there. The comrade them we read a lot. You know, can't get a better pay than this. Come up.
Packer, 10 billion supply material also. 10 billion Packer.
What mean?
That sounds ridiculous. I will not. Guys, let me tell you something. This is not a joke. This is not a joke. That's why I am putting it here that the people that are pledging, we know them. We see them here regular on our lives. We know them. We have interacted with them. We are not joking. This is not a joke thing. And if it's a joke, me I go left the live. This is not a joke.
Serious
it is a serious thing.
Just come on.
Not because you don't hear the people them talk about them cow and goat. The people them serious. The man came up a while ago, up top general came up a while ago and say, hey, my business place is in Mandeville. Just me we make sure we go pick up the chicken them and whatever. Vegas just pledged a while ago that if nobody who is matching these things, he will match it. Right? So it is not a joke. Chap say him willing to swipe him card. Right? Blindly. So that we could get this done. Because out here every single day I said the man a criminal, him a chopper. So make sure we come with the evidence that him thief go taxpayers' money. Come with the evidence. The report is there. Integrity Commission say, hey, me put this out there. You do what you want to do with it. Come show me where misappropriate any taxpayers' money. This is what we're offering. Right?
Come, Red. Step up to the plate. The largest payout you ever go receive is this one. All you have to do is turn up. Come every day on the social media, you know, talk about me read report. Still no chance, yeah? Why you not line up to come?
And if I want thing...
Send me that, if anybody, please to send us that piece of the information here.
All right,
far and wide. Yeah, man, we want to post it. all on the Mark Golden page.
I will text it to you, Veggie, when we finish.
And that goes for you to Mark Golden. That goes for you to come prove which part the Prime Minister robbed the public purse. Come, carry out the attack. You must be on this man in the jungle.
200 Canadian dollars. Yeah. So we're at 1,700.
And here we go now.
And the US we're at 16,900.
No comrade can't tell you say a joke we a joke out the thing, you know. Watch it's not no comrade can't tell you say a joke.
SJ Vacation, me know SJ Vacation. He's a me not talk him something. Me don't know if him want me talk it. But we know him. Him is a regular. He's pledging 5 grand Jamaican. So we could add that. So we're at 75,000 Jamaican dollars.
And here we go now, comrade. We don't want to use no excuse no one say a joke or the thing or we are mislead people. Because if we come say something, we want to claim say we are the dehumanize, you know, how we put out something where we degrade, you know, what we want to run go a court. So we can go court for this too. If we don't pay, if we don't come show the evidence. Because we love to say with the fame and with this and with that. If me right now say something about Mark Golden or anybody, and they say defamatory, we're not going to run go court. So go court if we don't pay, and as me say, Anybody when I put up a chicken or the goat, me pay for it. Me, Mr. Vegas, Clifford Smith, we pay for it. So when I no excuse to say a joke or the thing. Listen, is a start this, you know? We are doing something we never doing in the history yet. We are put all our marbles. Man, I give them care.
Just step up. Just step up. As I say every day.
Yep.
This a big start and finish in a life, me I tell you. And I just start alone. Cause this I go when me done calculate, me know this I go over 10 million. This can get to our house. Step up. All of them.
This is the safest bet I've ever made in my entire life. Because I could take this bet to any other financial institution and guarantee interest. Because I know that no comrade will come forward. Because
prime time, that's why I can't like you in a prime time. You always irritate
in
me.
that report to suggest same. The other interesting part about it, guys, the affidavit that the Prime Minister would have filed in the Supreme Court for leave to challenge.
He said it doesn't implicate the PM. Shika.
Him chat too much. Him tell we say we not say no, we forget on with government business. Him not see what go on the internet. Him can tell we what we do.
Who
him that? Chat too much, man.
Prime time. Go ahead.
We have a party button over here.
Go ahead, Chucks.
The affidavit filed by the Prime Minister in court outline 96, I believe. 96.
I think 86 chops.
86 or
85. I think 86.
Whatever it is way above 50. Claim of inappropriate, impropriety, incorrect allegations against the Prime Minister. And they are outlined in the affidavit. I encourage you guys to read it line by line, paragraph by paragraph, questions by question, and go through them so you have a praise of what's happening, because I think it lays the foundation for the discussions that we're having in regards to the Prime Minister's declaration. Some of it is very unfortunate and sad. And the real sad part about it for me is the fact that we are able to have this discussion about the Prime Minister's declaration, but we cannot have equal conversation about Mark Golding's. That is the part that I get really, really upset about, because I believe that there should be equal. Both statutory declarations should be on the table. We should be able to peruse Mark Golding's, and we are not able to do so. When a man hear the cry of the Jamaican people and close him account overseas and bring him money back home to Jamaica, he must be given credit. He must be credited for that. Mark Golding, we cannot say, has done the same. Yet there are Jamaicans out there who are willing to agree with Mark Golding about Prime Minister and illicit enrichment when there's no evidence. He was never referred for illicit enrichment, and the reports presented to Parliament did not suggest same. So I'm happy that the Prime Minister will be taking legal actions against Mark Golding, and it will be money versus money, because sometimes, these white people who, and I'm not saying it disparagingly, I'm saying that these folks who believe that because they're of a certain ilk in society, because they're of a certain color and they are of a certain background, money only belongs to them. So it is okay for Mark Golding to be laced with billions of Jamaican dollars, US dollars and pounds. But Andrew Holness, a little guy from Spanish Town, he's not supposed to have money.
If I might add something to what you're saying, Chucks, I think it's more a case of classism, I don't so much think it's colorism. Yeah.
Well, the class come with color, sir.
Well,
in this particular case,
it's both.
In this particular case, it is both. The gentleman is white, and he's also of the upper class. So, thank you for that correction.
Because this outrage is kind of manufactured outrage that Jamaican people are claims to them have. It's only because is a European I go up against a black man. That is it. Because if you ask most of them people in Jamaica, they name you something with Mark Golden do for Jamaican people. They can't name you no. Not at all.
You know what hurt me, Veggie and Chops?
We have breaking news. We have breaking news. Over $10 million is an offer for a comrade that can prove that the Prime Minister stole from the public purse. Come up and claim it. $10 clean million, 2 cars. Jesus Christ, man. For my mother's whom I've never seen this before. Come on, claim it.
You know what hurts me, when and everybody else. I saw a comment from a known troll on Twitter, and under the comment says, it's not on Twitter, it was on Nationwide, I think, and I screenshot it, and it says, "Dirty thief in Spanish Town, boy." And he was referring to the Prime Minister. He said, "Dirty thief in Spanish Town, boy." That cut every string in me. I remember when they
people go to jail for them something there.
Yeah, man. I remember when the Prime Minister
not get charged fee.
I remember when the Prime Minister was calling the local government election, and as me always telling us, I kind of listen to the Prime Minister when he speak, because, you know, as somebody when I like listen to him, I always learn something. And he said, all me shouldn't there, so, you know, me shouldn't in this position, yeah. And that's when he said, every ghetto youth is a star. And that comment just take me right back to that moment right there. So again, you know, like, people look down on you because of where you're from and who you are, and, you know, and them something there. Me remember my grandmother has a nice big White House, and you know what somebody say about her? She too black for in that the White House there.
Did you know that when Miss Valerie Dixon spoke about the FinSat argument, you remember what her book, the title of her book is? Too Black to Succeed.
Yeah, man. And I was reading that book the other day, and that lady is related to Marcus Garvey. And for come see, she was the black person in her family, you know, because her family is light skinned. But when she traced them, almost she had jacket in her chops. But when she traced her lineage, she realized, they must say, boy, you're related to Marcus Garvey and thing. And for me to see Marcus Garvey, son come and say him a lick head with PNP. With PNP.
Yeah, man.
May I say no. There's so many things wrong here.
You know, sometimes
the same lady.
I see my comment on that, I just ignore him. Because I say, your father must have turned and angry.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. The same lady was say she's too black to succeed was related to Marcus Garvey, and Marcus Garvey's son is with Mark Golding, who caused that lady to feel like she's too black to succeed.
But you say you saw a comment on a page. Me actually talked to some man the other night. I was having a conversation with some PNP, and the man said, "Where Andrew wants to get money from? We Spanish Town, man, youth here. We come from Spanish Town. When get money from to reach so fast? When get money from because no born in no wealth." And that the man must say, man, no wealth.
Where a lot of people not recognizing, and that is why you see history must always be our guide. Marcus Garvey's son must be reminded that it was Norman Washington Manley who sewed the very shirt of Marcus Garvey back and sent him into exile in England, broke, and he died as a pauper.
Broke, stress.
Because he sued Marcus Garvey and the court granted, when he sued Marcus Garvey, Norman Manley that is, and the court granted him, awarded him damages, he immediately, without giving Marcus Garvey a chance to appeal, he confiscated everything that he had. That is where the argument comes from, where Norman Washington Manley sued the shirt of Marcus Garvey back. So to sit here in 2024 and see Marcus Garvey's son sitting on a platform with the colonial master in the form of Mark Golding, talking about he support Mark Golding, Marcus Garvey is turning in his grave. Have you guys ever wondered why Marcus Garvey's grave shaped the way it shaped? You think it was deliberate? No, it's by accident. Because while Marcus Garvey's body was being shown at the National Arena, TNT was busy down there using Badman to run with the people who dig the grave and dig it, turning his face to the sea like how you bury hardened criminal. I saw them deal with him. So if people go back into the history and look at how TNT dealt with Marcus Garvey, it is Eddie Siaga who brought his body back to Jamaica, you know? Marcus Garvey must be disappointed in his grandson if he sit on a platform and share the same stage with people like Marcus.
Here another thing I say them a proliferate. I see people like Rattigan and he was on Mahat on IRFM, right? The man I make a raise an alarm that the Prime Minister and his mother are transfer money to and fro. Me never know so we live in a country where people, where Jamaican people make a white man put them up to say that it is wrong for me transfer money to my mother transfer money to me. Millions I go through, claims and millions I go to and fro the accounts. And I'm like, what? When my mother was alive and I send my mother money, my mother would have want to fix her roof and I send her 500,000. My mother would have want to put on something else on the house, add on something on the house and I send her. Me never know say we don't get to a society. Me always hear say, yo, my mother fi live on the hill. My mother fi had this, my mother fi had that. Me never know say we don't come to a point where we are scrutinized a youth to come from poor background. We say him has sent too much money to his mother send money to him. Fi look about business. Me never know we don't get to that point there. And that's how we did as a people, brethren.
What did I because all of those transactions were legal. They were monies that belong to the Prime Minister. So if you want to transfer it to his mother, of in business now, they have yet to prove anything outside the Prime Minister to any illicit form of enrichment.
What they're trying to do, what Rattigan them are trying to put on the people them head, say them are do something illegal while them are transfer money to and fro account. You understand? But
we saw that comment this morning, and that is the new trend. We saw that comment this morning.
Me never know I can't transfer money to my mother account without it being illegal. Me never know first me I hear this. That are the all-time low with the people. When a man, when you know can't transfer money to your mother, you know, and your mother can't send you some money or whatever, if you look about no business at all. Me I got foreign and my mother transfer some money to me to buy something here. And me have to say, Mama, you know, so me can't take the money here. Because them have to say, me have land the money. So them have a problem with money I transfer from 2021 to 2023 between the man and the mother. That are the wickedest thing we are see right now. So no man can sing now, so they want to buy the mother and house Spanner Hill. That's out of style.
Me a second. Atabal, I say nothing I go and feed man in kids. Atabal. Me hear the mark say if you have a skill.
Man, by name, brother, man, the man, Atabal, brother. No, you not owning that, brother. Atabal, the man, I live up by name, brother. And Atabal, the man, name, man.
Alright, so, hear me I say now, bro. You have a skill, bro. Because you don't know it's a really company platform I try to either look help or I try to bring down the thing. So you see if you are trying to look help, me I ask you a question. If you have a skill,
him say is a JLP.
Oh, it's a JLP.
Yeah, him say is a JLP. So me I ask him what can he do if he has a skill? If not, what he can do? But you look like him gone.
Come here, Taba, we're willing to help you, you know. If you know anything in a construction, me hire you tomorrow morning. So just start.
Atabala, Etabala, whatever you want from me. And you focus on Vegas and you say you don't have no work. Where you want total life?
Yeah, no problem. Etabala, tell me what go on, man. Like you know.
All right, yo, I'm gonna jump off so Yetabal can forward.
No, we're not
Yeah?
there to please him. No, we're not there. You can't come out for please him. He must say kids them. He said not go and film kids them and kids them supposed to be number
Right,
one.
so I come put forward the argument and make somebody help him. See, you have an opportunity here to come on the platform and talk your gross them or whatever you have and what you need to be done for you to vote again. You say you want to know why you must vote again. I give you my space on the platform. Me check you back here, General.
And Truth, Fear and Rusty are two skilled person. So 2 skilled person them can teach us some trade too.
No,
So,
we can help him anyway, because here what happened now. When me notice, let me tell you what me see. It's a trend, you know. Me I watch news and see a lady, you know, say she had 8 picnic and the government now help her really. So much so, you know, the female I blame the government and now try blame who she's supposed to blame, you know. Which is she and the man will get her pregnant so much time, you know.
Yeah.
So me not disrespect Yetabal or where you want him in my bar. Because I try to help you. You don't know if you try to bring down the platform, the thing, or what. But me just me offer assistance here. So just let me know what is what. If not, we're gonna just like what your name say. We just like eat.
We don't need to entertain Yetabal or whatever ball him, because you see once some people come up on this thing and talk about them and this and them and that, but them nah this and them nah that, we just know who them be, because no well-thinking Jamaican people our Jamaica Labour Party supporter will ever come up and act as all you them people act. So to get bought in, you understand, because at the present moment maybe it's just a big distraction.
No, you
This guy just come up and talk about that crap.
Company general life come and text about nothing and go on, man. Yo, you see most of them people, them love too much handout, and me I tell you now, and Michael Manley, me I blame for this, you know. Michael, me I blame for this. Because I him started this, you know. I make food grandparents can come and say, yeah, we did get this and we did get that. So we don't forget that. No, get up and go work, brother. Don't come back by yourself with the foolishness.
I said the same thing too. We keep on blame the government for uno household development. And the government for household development. We myself can't tell no how to grow and pity them. Only for make sure to pity them good, when you can't manage them, you can't have them.
But you know the funny thing about it, when RG was at Mellow FM, I heard a lady came up on the thing and she said that she have 8 kids or something like that. And this is funny, you know. They have 8 kids or something like that. You understand? For the same man and the man that do nothing for her. And Margie says, so why you don't take protection? Why you don't stop doing what you're doing? The lady say, this is what the lady say. The lady say, she come here to breed and she now stop breed. And it's just because she had pledged that he would have helped her because of the kids' sake. That's the only reason. That's what a lot of Jamaican people do. Them love handout. Them don't like go work. You see all them, some of them look young youth here. We see them get up for a man and need flour. They need flour every day. You see them and need flour as be a break. This is when I can remember, you know, when I was back in Jamaica and I used to work at this black factory in Munchieb, St. Anne. And a lot of the young youth, them say them nah go work. You understand? And I go work. Me get up almost every day. I don't work on Saturdays. And me go work, and when me get paid Friday evening, the same youth them will say them nah go work. Come to me and beg me a money. So I must give them. Now you look at that. Look at that. You understand? Them don't want nothing. That's why you see Mark Golden can go around and give them rum and boom. And them a jump up feet and weak them back. Whole heap a weak jelly back youth out there. And they I just rum and boom they want. So a lot of these people will need to entertain them when this Atabal brother come and talk about him this and him that. And you need to go sit down someplace.
Yeah, man, let's go back to the business where we did that, you know, because the better they just come through, yeah.
Paul, one question. You're 69 years old and doing security guard work. Somebody brought something to my attention. They're saying that you guys are paying PYE. Paul, why you tell me if that's true, and I would like to know which security company is this.
You see the comment there, I was in about to
You did see it, though, Rusty?
Yeah, but I'm not saying
Guys, let's just get back to business. Let's just get back to business. The roasted choker and chops can actually educate you and make you know, because a lot of these things where chops just start about Michael Manley and Marcus Garvey, I had no clue. And these are something where me I learn. So when we have them looking nasty people get up and come and talk them crap. No one hear from chops and chop, make them come and Daddy Rusty make them come and like me then was say all of them something about Marcus Garvey. I mean just I learn all of this. And I'm interested in learning. So when some looking nasty people I come and talk about them and this and them and that, them go look to them parents. So listen.
I want to tell you for that same reason. Why you see me. Anytime you hear a Rasta, I talk about Marcus Garvey, I laugh after them, you know. Because guess what? Most of the rest of them are PNP, and PNP has done the wickedest thing to Marcus Garvey. So I don't know how come the rest talk about Marcus Garvey. Sometimes, but it's a certain thing, it's just like some fast problem, you know. Sometimes I just know about that to say. But every Rasta will talk about Marcus Garvey, and I say PNP, they contradict themselves sometimes. Because PNP is the wickedest thing to Marcus Garvey. Never like the man, none at all.
Lexi, him saying no pay PAYE. Him work with guardsman.
My contract worker.
Why? Him work with guardsman.
Alright, so that's it. To my understanding, I want to sit at
Him work with guardsman. Mark, you can mute your mic, Mark.
Oh, sorry.
everybody can mute, please.
Mark, you can mute your mic, Mark.
Everybody why.
Go on, Lexi.
Yes, she can. I was at work the
Go on,
other day.
Lexi. Lexi, you might have to go down and come back up. Your background atrocious.
Yeah, Rexy sound like Shaki
You might have to go down and come back up. Your background
Alright, may I go down and
atrocious.
come back up, yeah?
Yes, so there it is. Sorry, I took a break a while ago. I was talking to she who must always be answered. But somebody just sent me one message with one gentleman from Canada addressing me, who claims that me show him no bare disrespect me show him last night. Now, last night, I never sure Reedy any form of disrespect last night. I can't remember disrespecting Reedy last night. To the grounds where Reedy, I make him argument reach my mother. And voila, let me play the last part of Reedy thing for everybody. So I don't want nobody to say me I tell lie on him. So play for you, so.
If you go build a fake page, you have to diss a man under a fake page in a different way. You can't diss them the same way or you diss everybody. It's like you can't change. You have the same kind of disrespect. They build a little fake page and come with the real page. But suck out your mother. Go away with that, boy. On the go away. Don't call up my name. When I was on a live last night and this man, everybody go over there and nobody never say, yo, no stop this man. And I never go there and say, no stop. Hold on, facilitate it and the behavior with them behave over Chuck Fiddle. Chuck, go suck your mother, Chuck. Fiddle, go suck out your mother. Yeah, your body man, brother. Chopper, go suck on the mouth. That me say. I don't want no boy or no girl say nothing to me and talk about it. Oh, no, Reedy.
No, that is Mr. Reedy telling me about my mother. But I have said it on this platform on numerous occasions say, me no support keyboard badness. So, really, what I want you to do is meet me face to face and ever make the mistake and say nothing but mother in your mouth. Even if I know my mother you talk. Me want you step to me face to face. Tell me which part of Canada you're there. Me will buy a plane ticket and fly come to Canada and push me size 12 shoot in your mouth, boy. Cause you're no bad man for me. Me no deal with keyboard badness. You no can record this and send go get read it. Since you say me a diss him, make me diss him. Me not go diss your mother, you know. Cause me know this people mother. People mother are decent somebody. Although there's a message to be said to your mother based on what she bring forth. But me not go diss your mother. Cause me bigger than that. But little boy, let me tell you this. Tell me which part of Canada you and me come. Me will buy a plane ticket. Come to Canada and push me foot in your mouth. How suck mother boy? You know who you deal with? Me no run suck mother joke. And if you tell me about my mother, me find you and pull you. But suck mother, you know who you deal with? Me no chuck keyboard badness. Take it off a keyboard. Step to me in a real life and try that, little boy. Step to me in a real life. And that's the challenge to you today. Step to me in a real life. Me will buy a plane ticket come to Canada. If that's how you want it. I will meet a US, France, anyway, England. And a keyboard badness. In a real life. Step to me, let me push me size 12 shoes in your mouth. Let me show you who a bad man. Back to regular programming.
Oh boy.
One Chuck Finley, not two.
Finley.
Yes, sir.
Finley and Chuck, evening. There's something that I came across reading the IC report. Oh, I think the last one I saw was Deion Jackson was going through the Prime Minister's filing in the Supreme Court. I want to ask you something. According to the report, as folks that because I think I glanced through most of the Integrity Commission report. The last time me reach, I think it was page 80 something. I'm gonna get the time for going further from that. That's halfway. But this allegedly illicit enrichment accusation, is it for fact really based on $1,930,000?
There is no claim mark of illicit enrichment there.
No, man. No. Hold on. I'm not talking about what is factually stated. I'm talking about what is being purported that is what the figure is, because I keep seeing this $1.9 million of unexplained, is it unexplained wealth or unexplained earnings that I keep seeing. Am I correct so far, guys?
Yeah, them speak of unexplained.
You're perfectly correct.
No, me still don't know. I mean, I looked at it a while ago. I say, all right. If the accusation, and this is so laughable, if the accusation is that based on $1,930,000 that was unexplained as wealth or earning by the Prime Minister, somebody can explain to me how $160,000 a month is enrichment? Because when me calculate it, that $1,930,000 is $160,000 a month or $40,000 a week. No, if $40,000 a week to the Prime Minister is enrichment, something seriously wrong. How is $40,000 a week enrichment, people? Somebody will know about money. Because I don't know about money, you know. We just live paycheck to paycheck. So me want to know how $40,000 a week is enrichment when the Prime Minister even recently foregone his salary increase, which would bring him from 9-point-something million to 20-something million or 20 million.
Well, for those
that we are asked.
What, Wanje?
That's the same question we're asking, and there is also another part in the report where he lost 900 and something thousand as well. So 1 year he lost, he got an increase of 1.9, and the other year he lost 900 and something, if we remember correctly. I think 950,000.
But according to this said report, the year 2021, he had a loss of $4-point-something million.
Exactly.
And yet 2021 can't certified.
And this is why the Prime Minister is having an issue, because the Prime Minister said, all right, you found no issue with my 2021 statutory declaration, so why haven't you certified it? Why did you move on to 2022 and 2023 and it's commingling everything together and it's causing a big problem? Another thing that we also need to look at is that the business profit, assets and all of that does not belong to the shareholder. So what they're doing is mixing up the Prime Minister with the business. Even though he's a shareholder, the business holder, it does not necessarily belong to him. If it comes, it is simple as this. If you're going to sue a company, you're actually going to sue the company and not the person. Right?
But I had to explain to somebody. That's why has their own TRN and everything, tax number, everything.
That's why we have what is called LLCs. LLCs are limited liability companies. That means, if you and the company fall out, you know, nothing to do with me, we own the company, you sue the company. Limited liability.
This is mad. This is crazy.
These are what we call teachable moments that people are not using to teach people about how things operate. Right? Because the People's National Party believe that the dumber you are, the easier it is for them to manipulate you. And I will repeat this 100 times. So once people go out and get educated, they will no longer support the PMP. It is a proven fact. Right, so, like I say, Mark, the integrity report on Prime Minister Andrew Holness was put out in the public for one simple reason.
Yes.
One simple reason. And it's because there's a transaction to the Prime Minister from SSL, and that is what they wanted out in the public. That is what they wanted out in the public. So that is why they send it to Parliament with the people to look at that. Yes. Right.
And then again, how is it not illegal and unlawful for the Integrity Commission to be bringing up the gentleman's family, private citizens' account in all of this thing? From the day I was born, I never hear Andrew Holness's parents in anything in public sector, you know. Why these people's finances are now public documents for everybody to see? They are private citizens. Why? Just because the Prime Minister's signature the next to it? Them some are not legal, brother. Them some cannot be right. So a private citizen's affairs is now public document. Why? Because why? The person decide to put the Prime Minister name on it, albeit when the Prime Minister was a minor. It don't really matter. And that no count nothing for them. Is a private citizen. Why is the private citizen's name and financial affairs being bandied about for everybody to see it? While another public figure who is seeking to be head of this country, God forbid a billion times, nobody knows where him get the money from to buy the ice mint when buy last week, where the account the way it come from, where the finance came from. Nobody knows, and apparently nobody cares.
And that is the $1 million question we are trying to ask so long. Right, that is the $1 million question. Why
everything out in the public domain? And it's a disgrace.
You know, when I heard in the Prime Minister's filing to the Supreme Court, how he closed accounts and move money from one account, open up other account. This one came out where the ADMAT that was in another country. And the reason the man specifically said the reason why him do it is because it was bringing concern, say, outside of the country. And him said, all right, may I move it from St. Lucia, it was in? I want them country? Yeah. And the man decides, say, all right, yeah, me don't want no controversy. So me want to bring it come to Jamaica so they can peruse it. No, Bridget.
Him shouldn't do it. Him do it.
I don't think he should do it either. I don't think he should do it either. Because whether we like it or not, every politician lifetime is limited. Every politician career is limited. After that, you're a private citizen just like everybody else. And every private citizen has a right to privacy. So I don't think he should have.
Mark, you see people mindset. It is important to capture their mindset. The PMP and them supporters is now telling us that it is wrong for children to take care of their parents. It is scandalous to give your mother money a month time. It is scandalous for you to try to build a big house. It is scandalous for you to try to have money in the bank. That is where the PMP teach them supporters. That is why all of them will come with a straight face and say, oh, you can't have so much bank account. Why not?
And also, one of the things that they are trying to also tell us and tell their supporters, especially, that it is right to hide away all of your finances. Hide it where so nobody can see and nobody can dig in it, nobody can ask you nothing. That can't be right as a person representing and a person making laws. Nobody can account. This man have a house where living in and nobody can ask him about it. Sir, how you get a house there? Because why? It's locked away in an account somewhere that nobody by law can ask him about. And that can be right. Where you can file your statutory deduction, your statutory declaration as the leader of a political party and the leader of the opposition, where you write for real estate 0, where you can write as assets 0, and nobody said then, oh, excuse me, sir, you don't live nowhere? Wagwan feel. Everybody say that okay?
But Mark, you know one of the funny thing about Mr. Golden and what's her name, Zara Burton had an interview, and Mark Golden told Zara Burton that the IC know about some place and they're not interested in that to put that in his statutory declaration. No, you can tell me no. Everything for Andrew Holness, you put out there. Same own a puppy, he own this, all of them stuff. You understand? But nothing from Mark Golden, because when Zara Burton asked him about the house, when they married, so-called married, matrimonial house or whatever it is, you understand? He is going to say, this is Mark Golden, and the interview is there. Somebody can put up the interview. You understand? The man said the IC literally know about that and know something where the man come talk about. And this really it apart. This man, everything this man do wrong. And Jamaican people don't see this.
What I want to check, is if any of Mark Golden integrity, if he's declared any of his parents' account. That's what I want to check. Let me go on his account.
Absolutely not. Not from the statutory reduction that I heard. And I remember, not the 2023, 2022, I remember I sat down and read through it. And I found it really joke. There's nothing on it that speaks about any account for anybody else. As a matter of fact, some of these numbers, I wonder if these numbers can be real. Because everybody knows Mark Golden to be a billionaire. And when you see the figures that are placed there, you swear to God, say Mark Golden live somewhere on Agile Park Road or somewhere down a 3 mile. when you see the numbers that they're purporting, none of those numbers reflect his billions that he has. None of them.
Man, come out, come say him done making big money already. I understand. And the man's statutory declaration, he has nothing. And then we can chuck, make no sense to waste your time because Mark Golden parents, they're not Jamaican, so the IC have no
jurisdiction.
means of necessary and jurisdiction for go to England, go check in parents' bank account. They can't do it. It can't work. You're thinking of England shut it down?
3 pages. So Mark Golden's statutory declaration is 3 pages. Let me check on the last one for the Prime Minister where them certified. Alright, number of that, yes. But that too, me not see nothing like that for Mark Golden.
I told you, I read it through. As a matter of fact, when I was reading it, I wondered, what is this? What is this? You read through Mark Golden's statutory declaration and you wonder if he have anything at all. The only thing I remember seeing on that man's statutory declaration was the cost of a car, 10 million something for a vehicle. That was all that was declared in terms of asset. No, brother.
Yeah, man, I think Philippines, you have the Zara Burton interview.
I think Jamaica is a sick place. No. Because people can comfortably sit down and listen to this.
God. Better, I think better would have it. I have it here and I just research to find it. But that is true. He said it. He said some of the things we have. He said the Inter Commission are really interested in that with him, but them interested in it with Andrew. So me can't find it. Yeah, man, he said they're not interested in it where he's concerned. They're not check out none for him. So he's able to hide his belongings in any foreign land he wants. The Prime Minister spend the time and say, listen to me, since you don't have a problem with my company overseas, let me bring it back home. And that is now what them I use to try and hang my Prime Minister. All because he's leading from the front. Showing the country how to create generational wealth. Wait, Joshua. Yes, and Joshua just pop in and silence. So. Joshua James.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Good evening, man.
Good morning, sir.
Joshua looks in for you, so you can't stay there, you can't stand there. Joshua always have to have him out to eat.
Come out of my business now, man. Come out of my business now, man. Come out of my business now.
Yes, sir.
So, I want to come here to not just like fasten up people business.
While you me eat your black me off, me notice you have a problem with people that eat.
That's why I will not have you call my good friend a comrade.
Oh, alright, I take it back, sir. I take it back.
You can't call him anything but a comrade, no.
Oh, we can ask him, we can call him comrade. And that them come for do, you know, raid.
Raid and pillage and pelf and take away everything.
But let me start. Clemens, my good friend.
So Joshua, give me 1 second. Joshua,
alright, so
take 1 second. Chuck, yeah. I wanted to bring up Mark Golden's statutory declaration for 2021.
Let me pull that season.
2021. Hold on, let me go back to it. Declaration.
Somebody say in the comments, Mark clean. Oh, you had try hard to come up with something on him. Mark not clean. Him not clean. Him dead a long time.
When I
Philippians, that's why they are there to distract you. You ignore them.
2021. I want you to look at the valuation of the motor vehicle.
What is that?
2021. Assets. Did I come under assets?
Yeah, motor vehicle valuation. What's the figure?
Hold on. Wait.
No, that is just the name.
Automobile.
Yes, what's the value?
It says USD $86,572.
No man, not that. I read something upon a 10 million or so. Something.
No, it says USD assets.
No, motor vehicle.
Automobile.
Oh man, it's on the motor vehicle, it's on the mobile. Me tell you something, for 10 million something.
Yes.
Well, I'm fine.
10 million something.
Oh, here it is. Automobile. So that means two of them did it.
No. How much is value?
You have one that says 10,801,000.
All right. Look at the 2022 and see if I see a figure. How is that possible?
That is 2021. I'm looking at 2022 now and see if I see.
Look at 2022. Because we never see one vehicle yet with whole value over 1 year. That just don't make sense.
But we not the that once the driver we had no value drop every day the vehicle lose value.
Is the same exact value to the cent. How is that possible?
To the cent, 10,801,000.
So him declare the same value vehicle in 2021 and it has the same value 1 year after. What kind of vehicle is that?
And look at it. Hold on.
No depreciation experience.
That's
every day
there is no way I could go to an insurance and the value of my vehicle remains the same year after year. Virtually impossible. And you want to tell me that the Integrity Commission missed that?
And is it on the next page, you know, we know it still have a next. But me I wonder if him own a car overseas when put on it just so. I say automobile USD 86,000. And at the same value in the 2 years.
If you run it out, check at the same 10 million something, run it at the same money.
But that happens when you have people on the Integrity Commission.
So what you're saying, he declared the same car twice?
The car did not depreciate.
The same car at the same value. Because once a car is driving on the road, the car depreciate. Insurance company tell you that year by year the car depreciate. You understand? How is it that the one car worth $10 million last year? Car worth the same. The value will plunge. The value will plunge.
Well, this is something for the Integrity Commission answer.
I know well enough, Chuck, is not well.
All is not well.
It don't make no sense, Virgin. It don't make no sense.
All is not well.
These are things that we need to ask about. These are things that need to be
where Mark goes money coming from. Zaza Ben.
Philippians, don't pay.
Yeah, we know where it comes from.
So listen, me, don't pay the sideshow them any mind. That is exactly what they want. They are being paid to distract you. And you know that.
In a 2020, Mark holding this and no care.
Yes, sir.
Personal property, 0. Investment, 0. Account receivables. In a 2021, Mark Golden said him have 0 in real estate business.
So what you do, you come, so instead of straight around. So loosen them up if it's stick together.
That's a mute.
Just mute your mic, because we all know who they are look for you. Just mute your mic.
You look at in 2021 report that was certified.
I may bring up now. I may go look for it.
Look at assets. Go through him assets. Securities that, real estate that, other personal properties that, real estate mortgage and receivable 0.
In the real estate in 2021, it says real estate value at $10 million estimated. Current valuation $45 million before transfer. No, hold on. It says JMD 10 million estimated market value at time of transfer. Current valuation of property $45 million. So it seems like in 2020, he transferred his assets when he became opposition leader. This is what the report is telling me.
Because in one vehicle in a 2021, that is valued at Jamaica 28 million.
Well, how much you have there? Hold on, be careful. Look, I remember Peter Phillips. I want to know. Hold on. You have to make sure say I write my help and look at Peter Phillips.
Oh, sorry. Oh, she actually know Dr. Peter Phillips.
Yeah, man, be careful.
Opposition leader, me I look pan. Sorry.
The opposition leader only have two: the 2021 statutory declaration and in 2022 statutory declaration. Right?
Yes. So me look at Peter won that.
Yeah.
So Peter won a $28 million car.
You just never look for him one though. They look for his own.
Oh yeah, so Mark could only go in the opposition leader starting in 2020, 2021 and 22.
According to Mark Golding, his assets would have increased. Because he has a total assets in his 2021 statutory declaration of $150,897.63. And according to his journal, his thing after that, he increased to $163,305,824. Nobody's asking anything about it.
And that is not unexplained wealth.
No, not there. Because he's a white man, no.
Yes, so he's supposed to have wealth.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm curious about something. Remember that anybody can call in the IC and report that someone is misappropriating funds or enriching themselves. Who called and reported to say that the PM is doing whatever, allegedly doing whatever? You don't think it's a setup? Is the PMP just call in and set and do that?
All right. So this is my reasoning, right? The chairman came out and complained about persons making false statements, right? How many persons have they charged under the Integrity Commission Act remaking false statement to the IC? Have you ever heard of anybody gone to prison for making false declaration? No, not false statement to the IC to launch an investigation into somebody. Yeah, they are saying, a lot of persons have been calling and making false statements, some of them without merit. But you have a law, just like the police force, to charge somebody or get somebody imprisoned or fined for making a false statement, somebody to be investigated by the Integrity Commission. How many persons have you submitted to the court of law for them to be charged?
Not one.
Not one. What's your point then? Where you come out and comment nice in the annual report for? Not that alone. You're not charging nobody.
I can bet you at this present moment, because anybody can write to the IC and said to the IC, how is it that you explain Mark Golding $10 million car the same year, 1 year at 10 million and the same year, the next year at the same 10 million? Can you explain that to me? I bet you say them never respond, and I bet you say you never hear about it. You want to bet?
They're probably not going to think something wrong with that, because it's supposed to value less, but we don't know why it value the same.
Even if them are trying to say it is impossible for you to sell your car and buy back one for the exact same figure. Right? It's impossible.
Look here. I pay foolish.
Same thing came to me too. I mean, I said that's not possible. That's not possible for you to buy the same car at the same price.
I'm trying to style the big woman.
No, but it's not like a round figure. It's not like a round figure. And a guy says $10 million. Like when I say, okay, all right. He sell a $10 million car the last year and buy one vehicle value $10 million this year. The valuation of the vehicle to the dollar, right, is $10,801,000 and 0 cents.
And
right?
0 cents.
And in the next one, he declared it to be $10,801,000, right? And 0 cents. Virtually impossible. How did the Integrity Commission miss the valuation of a vehicle over a 2-year period that has not lost value any at all.
Any at all.
Make it make sense.
And the issue with these things, you know, is that even if you spend money and put on one jet engine for the vehicle, that not change the valuated value. Because the car is still going to be a 1999 Honda Civics.
Exactly, and the mileage still work burn out.
Thank you.
But even if it value
no justification for that.
The dollar and the cent just never go match none at all, any at all where you want to put it. Even if it's a $10 million, the cents now go match. And the same figure the man used back in I told
same figure used back. But the IC is fine with whatever he does. Whatever him do, the IC is fine with it. But as me say, if Andrew forget to put in toilet paper brand, is a problem. We are going to look further.
All right. So his in 2021 his life insurance policy is $6,126,833.33. But 1 year after the life insurance, the cash value would have decreased. We don't know about insurance. It would have decreased by. Let me see something. Unless the insurance itself is involved in an asset class.
The cash value of your life insurance is decreased?
Yeah, unless you out some.
Man, play the interview so if you can't hear it.
Go on again.
Let me see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Repeat that for me. I worked in insurance for a couple of years, so repeat that for me.
All right, so the cash value of his life insurance in 2020, in this one, this valuation of a hold on. For his 2021 statutory declaration is $6,126,823.33. Right? In the year 2022, it decreased to $5,701,043.83.
Is there an indication that they have done any checks to see why that happened?
No, they didn't tell us why. We don't know why.
And I find that suspicious. For the only way that can happen, unless he did not pay the premiums. So what happens sometimes when you don't pay the premium, whatsoever equity is on it, it is removed from the equity to pay for the life insurance, and even so, it doesn't reduce the value. It doesn't reduce the cash value, so that for me is fishy.
But had a little bit of money there for him, life insurance, a life insurance?
Yeah.
But that a little bit of money.
To me, the amount means nothing. What we're looking at is a substantive issue.
No, but the amount
if the life insurance policy has an investment side to it, an investment decrease, that would have affected the cash value. That is another way.
What's the investment amount?
No, we would know that. That is the only explanation that I have for it, which is possible, because it's talking about the cash value. But it's kind of funny too, because the cash value life insurance was separate and apart from what you're investing.
It's separate from the investment. It's not going to, it will never decrease.
I don't understand that part.
I find that fishy. By the way, the thing that is known as equity in life insurance, or when you're doing investment, is what some people sometimes refer to as interest, but it's not interest. It's equity.
Oh, equity a dividend or interest.
Declarations.
Joshua, I don't understand.
You know that, but I'm explaining.
Guys, you show me this. Is there one place something? Let me hear it.
Explain that to me.
One more thing, Chuck. It is saying that the opposition had a salary of $10,344,823.33. $562.25 in 2021.
Sometimes it just takes a hard time to get the information that I need. Anyway, during the whole back and forth this year, because I was getting ready to be able to ask him, prepared to ask him certain questions now, the opposition leader, he revealed to me in August that, and this is August this year, that he had not, in his 2021 statutory declaration, that the return didn't, or the return included, let us say, the home and some other real estate that he owns with his wife, and intimated and implied that the house I was asking about at Farringdon Drive in St. Andrew wasn't part of his real estate declarations on the statutory declaration form. So I did a double take and I said, you know, this is very interesting. Garden Boulevard, by the way, was his first matrimonial home up in Mona with his wife. He sold that subsequently, and he sold it in 2022. Anyway, nevertheless, again, this was because of my investigation of his offshore companies, including the one Tajibi in the BVI. Tajibi owns that house at Farrington Drive, nice house. So I kept asking, and he said, in essence, the Integrity Commission has always been aware that I used Farringdon Drive as my address when I filed my integrity or statutory declaration. And they've always been aware that it's not been filed as part of me and my wife's real estate holdings. So I found that very strange, because I'm saying, okay, in the exchanges we've had, you've told me that up until mid-2021, you and your wife were 100% the shareholders, owned 100% shares of Tajibi. And yet, this is not declared. The asset that is held by Tajibi is not declared as part of your real estate holdings that are owned by you and your wife, at least between 2007 when you became a senator and had a duty to report, up to mid-2021 when you said you transferred the shares, 100% of the shares, to your adult children. Strange. I asked the question, did he declare it under a different asset category? Because, you know, there are shares, there are all kinds of categories. And he just would not answer that question.
He wouldn't answer directly. Or he what? He sidestepped it, he what? What did he do? What did he say?
He wouldn't answer the question.
Oh.
He answered a lot of other questions, give him credit. But he wouldn't answer the question about that part of it.
And the specific question you'd asked him?
I would have to go back to the specific question, right? But, and I would have to search for it. It's going to take me a little while. But what I will tell you is, in the story, there was an interesting quote by him where he said, the house is, I'm not the beneficial owner of the house. That's what he said. I'm not the beneficial owner of the house. I was the beneficial owner of the shares.
In Tajibi.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't even know if that's the pronunciation of Tajibi. That's my pronunciation, by the way.
It is spelled T-A-J-E-B-E. J-E-B-E.
Registered in the BVI in 01.
And is it a trust registered in the BVI? What is it?
From my understanding and his explanation, let's use his explanation.
Sure.
It's a company. He used the word company. And he said it was established for estate planning purposes. That's what he said.
Oh, sounds familiar.
Very.
Yes.
Very familiar.
But he did not declare those assets in Tajibi. Is that what you're saying?
Well, let me just say this to you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to read this paragraph of the story. Pressed again as to whether the Farringdon Drive house was declared, since he did have a beneficial interest in Tajibi for most of the year since 2007, when he had a due to declare his assets, and since Tajibi owned the Farringdon Drive house at the time and still does, he answered, that is not correct. The house is an asset of the company. I was not a beneficial owner of the house. I was a beneficial owner of shares in the company. To treat it otherwise would be double counting, inaccurate, and misleading. Asked if that reference to double counting meant that prior to mid-2021, he did report the assets of Tajibi to the commission, including the Farringdon Drive house. He didn't respond.
So he's giving you a very legalistic response, based on definitions under company law. That's what he's doing.
Well, I don't know if these are definitions on the company's law, because you might want to speak to attorneys about this, but the attorneys I spoke to, based on the sheet, the statutory declaration form, what is required, they believe that the asset, the house, should have been declared, even if owned by Tajibi at the time between 07 to 21.
And that is a critical thing now. Whether the Integrity Commission's forms, require that to be declared. That's where the story turns, right?
It is where the...
Thank you, sure. But that is the man himself, Baba weaving around his own assets. Right? So, what Tajibi does is different from what Mark Golding does. But what where Andrew won name again, what they do is what Andrew do. That is the level of hypocrisy we are talking about. But boy, my good people, it has been a good run, but I have to end now. Let me see who is live. Who is live now? Who is live? Who is live? Who is live? Yeah, after end now I go eat some Sunday dinner. Get myself a little rest to go on the work later on. Alright, but me not see. Oh, Sandra James is live. We can go give Sandra a little support. Yes. I don't see Miller is on. But my people, it has been good parring with you all. Joshua James will link up later. We are gonna try.
But you never par with me. You trick me and tell me to come on, and then after just silence me.
So let me ask a question, guys.
Yeah.
So I'm not the beneficial owner of the house. Own the shares of the house. So basically, Tajibi own the house and me own Tajibi. So you're not still the owner?
Thank you.
No.
Oh, under the company's law, but all right, under the company's law, right, Joshua? The company is identified as an individual, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you have your own identity, my one person.
Yeah.
And Mark as a farmer slave owner own the person.
Oh.
All right. So let me say something to you.
He still should have declared the shares that he owns in that business.
Right. Which he never did. And one other thing you have to understand is that this law is coming from slavery days.
Yeah.
Wherein slaves were seen as property and not persons. Right? But businesses were seen as persons. That's a slavery law. So you and I are not seen as persons, but businesses are seen as persons. But and then persons are seen as properties. Sound funny?
Sound very funny.
Yeah. Black's Book of Law. You need to look it up and read it.
Ah, boy. Is as me say, it is power at all costs for them. Danny Reed, what am I? Me hear Danny Reed before me go. Oh, Sandra is a labor, right, man? She just start up her platform.
From she name James Sheffield.
She not allow no PMP over there, you know. She cuss them as they show them face. Danny Reed. Danny Reed.
Turn them over.
Danny Reed. Alright, then I get Danny Reed.
Danny Reed, let's go. You know, say one little baby.
Somebody play with that phone. Anyway, guys, as I say, we'll touch base again later on.
Who is going live?
And we see.
You know, you're not Miss James.
No, better, nobody just claim the prize yet.
Who named Miss James?
Alright, Sandra is on, man. Sandra is a late. I go over her page and now make her come. She's a young lady, right? We start. But good evening, me people. Good hanging out with you.
Sometimes I like go on certain people live because, you know, structured.